Good morning, good evening, and good night. I'm experimenting with a new intro there. Is it good? I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Back with My Hero Academia this week. I am so excited to be watching this episode. Not as much as last episode though, because honestly, last episode there was all kinds of shit going on. Yeah, we had Midoriya versus Todoroki. It was an insane fight. I mean, and a surprising one. Not surprising to me because I predicted that Todoroki would win, but I assume for most it would have been a shock surprise to see Todoroki beat Deku, because obviously Deku Midoriya is our main character, so it's a bit strange to see someone else go over the main character. But yeah, we've got our last week's winner and my predicted champion out this week. I thought about having Midoriya out because obviously I've had a load of reactions with Todoroki out. I had one with Bakugo, and I haven't had one where Deku's been on his own just yet. But I thought Deku's probably not going to feature very heavily in this episode because he's not in the competition anymore. So I thought Todoroki won last week. He gets to be out here. Insane amounts of power were going on all over. Midoriya got all the broken bones, all of his fingers, his arm. He broke his fingers more than once, and he broke his leg. And Todoroki, a bit of flashbacks where Todoroki was concerned to his childhood days, and it was a sad childhood, of course. Beaten up by Endeavour at the age of 5, basically being robbed of a childhood, should we say? And then he never really had a father figure. And then his mother, his only mother, basically just turned on him as well by pouring boiling water over his face. So it was a hard time to watch that, but to see the fire within Todoroki come out full force as well, if it even is that. But yeah, Todoroki is just insane. Like I said it last week, the second it looks like we were reaching some sort of limit with his ice powers, he just unleashes this whole new power which cancels that weakness out. So I honestly don't know how Todoroki can be beaten at this point. That showing from Bakugo a couple of episodes ago was strong when he blasted apart Uraraka's finishing move. That was a strong showing, but nothing like what Todoroki put on last week. Of course, the fight was interrupted. I was kind of disappointed to see so many reactions to this episode. So many people were putting a question mark next to Todoroki's name for the victory in that because the teachers interfered. Me personally, I feel like, because people were saying the result would have been different if maybe they both would have gone out of bounds if they actually would have collided with each other. I think you would have just had the same result, but with a lot more power behind it, a lot more force. So it would have been the same result, but a lot more violent, I think. So what we saw was just a dulled down version of what could have or what would have happened. So yeah, I feel like Deku lost that fight. We heard what Cementos said as well. Even if he wins his injuries, he wouldn't have been able to fight the next fight. He wouldn't have been able to fight the next battle, which, according to my predictions, will be Iida. He wouldn't have won against Iida in that condition. Definitely not. So, yeah. It looks like I'm on target for my predictions, because I've got... The next fight should be Shiozaki versus Iida. Iida's got to win that, I think. Then Tokoyami versus Ashido, which Tokoyami's got that, of course. Kirishima versus Bakugo. Bakugo's taking that without a doubt. Which then would lead us to Todoroki versus Iida, which Todoroki's winning that. And then Tokoyami versus Bakugo. Good fight, but Bakugo's taking it. They're not gonna sideline Bakugo in favour of Tokoyami. And then that leads us to the finale of Bakugo versus Todoroki, and my prediction still remains Todoroki will win. But this show has surprised me before, so I could be wrong. I think we should just get into this week's episode. I'm excited to see the fallout of the last week's fight, so I'm excited to see what other people think about it, because obviously we just ended. As soon as the fight ended, the episode ended. We didn't see any fallout from that fight, but we're probably most likely gonna see it this episode. So I just want to see that. So shall we just get into season 2, episode 11 of My Hero Academia, starting now?
After you graduate, you'll work by my side.
Definitely
I'll
not.
lead you down the path of the mighty Shoto. I haven't abandoned anything. For that one moment, I forgot all about you. Whether that's good or bad, whether it's the right thing to do, I don't know. Maybe I don't need you.
Fight on Iida? Okay. Wow.
Scared the crap out of me.
Oh god.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, sir.
Yeah.
That match was the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life, Midoriya. The bro's gonna want a sidekick that hurts himself.
Now you're just rubbing salt in his wounds.
Meddling where you don't technically have to is the essence of being a hero.
Okay. Huh? The match is already. What? Oh wow. Over like that. The matches are just coming like mad. Oh no. Oh. Just. We're moving.
That's what you get for overusing your quirk
Wow.
in a short time frame. Consider your crooked right hand as a warning from now on. And
That's-
just so you know, I will not heal injuries like this anymore. There has to be an option that's not so self-destructive.
Right. No more recovery girl helping him.
I put everything I had into the sports festival. But still, there were other competitors who fought for the victory.
Don't start doubting yourself now.
You're thinking it might be better for someone else to be my successor. Yes?
Yes.
One for All is a crystallization of power. It bolsters quirks. For example, if young Todoroki were to inherit it, the strength added to his own quirk would probably make him an unbeatable superhero.
He already is.
I was quirkless too as a kid.
Oh.
Quirkless. Seriously?
Okay.
Then it wasn't as rare of a thing.
I just can't believe the #1 hero was quirkless.
It's true.
And the next one will be as
When
well.
we first met, I saw a little of the old me in you. But kid, you've gone beyond my expectations time and time again. One day you're gonna do incredible things with One for All. That's something I truly believe.
It's Tenya.
I am currently on a mission and cannot answer the phone. Please leave a message.
Okay.
Oh well.
Is that his brother? INGINIUM?
We'll
Yeah.
talk soon, brother.
Squad A, head north. Squad B, check the west side. I found you, hero killer.
Is that the guy we saw at the end of last season? Oh, okay.
Nice try, but that's not gonna work on me, explosion boy.
I'm up against Todoroki. I watched your fight with him closely. Maybe I can learn from it.
Oh,
Yeah.
good luck.
You've been straining to keep your body rock hard this whole fight.
Oh,
But that means you're overusing your quirk. And sooner or later you'll fall apart.
oh, Jesus. Oh,
There. Now I understand why you were trying to avoid a drawn-out match with me.
Kirishima has been knocked out. Who is the winner?
KO. Final 4.
Right.
Just as I predicted. I can't believe we're going to see Todoroki in action again. I want to see the fire in action. Oh, oh.
He's not wasting any time. Iida's been surrounded.
Yep.
Whoa! Standing long jump!
Fire. Whoa!
I have 10 seconds.
Could have taken his head off. Oh! Oh!
That was a heavy hit. I didn't know he could kick like that.
Whoa!
Seconds left. I've got this. I'll throw him out of bounds before he can. My muffler's blocked.
Oh!
You
Uh-oh. Oh!
trying to dodge a reciprocal, but it was too fast to avoid even for me.
Iida has been immobilized! Todoroki advances!
Todoroki moves on to the finals without even using his fire.
No fire!
I'm sorry, brother. Fame. Money. That's what all of you who call yourselves heroes
Oh.
are really after.
Whoa.
But you bastards are not heroes. The only one with permission to kill me. All might is worthy.
What's happened to INGINIUM? Is he dead?
That thing is so damn annoying.
Oh,
Such brutality.
yeah. Dark Shadow's not strong in the light.
Did you know of my weakness before? I figured it out by attacking over and over again. It was a pretty bad matchup for you. I almost feel bad.
Yeah.
I surrender.
Tokoyami gives up! Bakugo's the winner of this match!
That means our final fight will be between Todoroki and Bakugo! These finals have been one big showcase for Class 1A. Damn it.
True.
These first years are amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be so insane this year. I wonder what this match will be like.
What a finale!
Intense. Mother. Hello, Mom.
Oh,
I
no.
hate to tell you this, but I lost.
It's your brother, a villain god Tensei.
Whoa! What's going on?
Please remain calm.
Oh!
We are of the same mind. I
I'm...
have been searching for you, hero killer Stain. I heard of your exploits and wanted to meet you in person.
Hello, Kurigiri. And Shigaraki as well.
Hero killer. Stay.
Let's see. What? That went by way too fast. Wow. That was a fast track of a match, I've got to say. Felt like we skipped over the last few matches, which we did, kind of. But starting at the beginning, nice little back chat from Todoroki to Endeavour. I don't need you. I'm wondering, has he fully embraced the fire powers, or was that just a relapse of his judgment, should we say? Did he only bring his flames out for that fight and he doesn't ever intend to do it again? Or did he just choose not to use them in these fights? I wonder if this is going to piss Endeavour off even more. Todoroki's going to use the fire powers, but he's not going to use it for the things that Endeavour wants. So is that going to just annoy him even more that he's seeing his power being used, but not for what he wants it to be used for? So, interesting, we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, then we went to Recovery Girl's office. Permanent damage to Midoriya, his right hand. Well, his right hand was what we was shown before, but his bones were completely shattered, so they had to take bone fragments out of his arm and stuff like that. Oh, full-on surgery. In honesty, but this is a cartoon, so I shouldn't be realistic here, but an operation like that would take hours to do, and yeah, not long. He would be in there pretty much all day if that was the case. But yeah, everyone barged in the waiting room and saw they saw All Might, but they don't know it's All Might. So that's interesting. It's the first time anyone in Class 1A has seen him like that, but they obviously don't know it's All Might. Do they just assume like it's Deku's dad or something? I actually do want All Might to confess to Class 1A about his small form. I actually, like, at least then he'd have time to be a teacher to them, because last season, when he still had 3 hours worth of time on his powers, he barely had time to teach one class for them in a day. But obviously he only has 50 minutes now, so he definitely doesn't have enough time to teach a class. But if he showed them that he's in fact a small guy, like he can't be here all the time, then he's free to teach the class. Otherwise, what use is he as a teacher if he can't teach a class without turning small again? Recovery Girl is going to refuse to treat Midoriya anymore for injuries related to his power. So, yeah. Probably the reason that Deku was using it quite as much as he actually has done in the past was because Recovery Girl could heal him. It seems that at the beginning of this season we found out that All Might is probably more limited than ever, and now so is Deku, because the one thing that he had that could treat him after using his own power was Recovery Girl, and now she's refusing to do it. So he's limited now on how he can use his power. And Midoriya is doubting himself. Doesn't believe that he can be the next #1 hero, because yeah, he still wanted to win that fight despite helping Todoroki as much as he did. Yeah, he gave it all he had, but he still didn't win. So if he could use his power without getting injured, though, I think he probably would have won that match, I think, against Todoroki. It's just the way his powers are with his body now. He can't win anything because his power keeps breaking his bones. But if he can do that without breaking his bones, then yeah, then that's when things get interesting. So yeah, doubting himself, and official confirmation that yes, the All for One quirk amplifies. It's like a power on top of the power that they already have. So yeah, using Todoroki as an example, he said he would be an unbeatable superhero. He already is. Like, what limit does he have that we know of? So, So yeah, because I've seen other reactors saying that if someone with a quirk inherited One for All, would that take away their power? But no, it's a power on top of the power. It'll be a power on top of the one they've already got. So, nice, a good confirmation there. But a very nice confirmation and reveal. All Might was quirkless before as well. So that's very nice. Another similarity between him and Midoriya. The current All Might was quirkless before he got his powers, and now the new one will be as well. But yeah, back to the matches. We skipped through quite a few of those matches. Like, we didn't completely, but we very much fast-tracked Iida versus Shiozaki. So yeah, that's Class 1B completely out of the tournament now, because Shiozaki was the only one who got this far. And then we went through Ashido and Tokoyami, again, fast-tracked. I was surprised that we fast-tracked Kirishima versus Bakugo. I thought we'd get a bit more out of that. And then we went through... I can't believe we saw Todoroki in action twice in a row. 2 episodes in a row. No usage of fire in this, which leads into my theory that maybe that was just a lapse of judgment in the last episode. He beat Iida. just froze him on the spot. And then there was Tokoyami versus Bakugo, which Tokoyami was at a disadvantage before he went into that match, so yeah. But yeah, just another showing of strength from Bakugo as well. We are setting up for a hell of a final. We got introduced to INGINIUM in this episode. INGINIUM, or is it INGINIUM or INGINIUM? I don't know. And yeah, he was confronting someone in an alley, a very sinister looking person who I recognise that we saw that person at the end of last season. So I'm happy that we're going back to that. Like at some points I was wondering like when the hell that would turn up, but I've been so immersed in the tournament arc that I don't really care. But now we're coming to the final tournament arc. Let's start ramping up this hero killer arc, because that's what they called him, Hero Killer Stain. Has he killed INGINIUM? I would have liked to have seen a bit more of INGINIUM, and I don't want to see Iida in emotional turmoil. Ooh. But it would be an effective opening for that character if he did kill INGINIUM. And when I say they called him Hero Killer Stain, I'm talking about Kurogiri and Shigaraki. Kurogiri returning, Shigaraki coming back again. They were told at the end of last season to find the villainous elite who can just kill heroes like that. Then he's definitely up there. So I assume this guy's just someone who goes around slaughtering heroes that he finds. That's going to be interesting to progress with, especially if he's involved with Kurogiri and Shigaraki. This is getting interesting, very interesting. I like moving the story forward with this one. Yeah, kind of bummed that we skipped over the final few matches, but I suppose I'm alright with that if it means we're getting to the final a lot faster. So I assume next episode is probably going to be Bakugo versus Todoroki. Just imagine having Todoroki in action 3 episodes in a row and having the match between Todoroki and Deku and Todoroki and Bakugo only 2 episodes apart from each other. Well, 1 episode apart from each other. I'm like 70% certain that Todoroki's going to win, but this show has managed to surprise me before, so I'm not ruling a Bakugo victory out of the equation. So finals coming up, Hero Killer revealed, Kurogiri Shigaraki. We'll see where it goes. If you want to see the full length to this episode, you can go over to Patreon, watch for $3 a month, or you can go to the $5 tier to watch 4 episodes early access, or you can go to the $10 tier where you can watch full length movie reactions. I recently uploaded, well, as I'm recording this, I recently uploaded the Lion King 2019 version, my full length reaction to that film on there. So go check that out if you want to. And there you'll probably find a poll as well, for voting the movie that I watched this month. So vote in that if you want to see that. But yeah, for this week, that's all we've got for My Hero Academia. Until next time, we are over and out.